What's up, Hoopers? It's Coach Alex from Think Pro Basketball, and in today's video, we are going to go over the James Harden step back crossover move so you can add it to your game. Hi, Hoopers. Like I said, we are working on the James Harden step back crossover move. We all know James Harden, one of the most prolific scorers in the NBA. A variety of moves, step back being one of his best, all right? So we're going with, check me out now, check me out. Here we go, we're going with the step back crossover move, all right? To get to a jumper or to get to the hoop. All right, so here's a couple of things we gotta think about. I'm gonna give you a couple tips, and then at the end, we'll do the move so you can drill it, okay? So the first thing, you gotta be able to set up your step back, whatever you do. If you see James Harden play, he toys with the defender, you know, in this area, doing all this, and then he goes into his move. So whatever you gotta do, you gotta set the step back, okay? You don't wanna just go into it, right? See what the defender's doing, size him up, what you got? Okay, all right, and then I'm gonna go into it, okay? But be patient, is what I'm really trying to tell you, is be patient when you're going into this move. This is probably more used when you want the isolation, all right? Maybe you get a pass and you feel like you got a mismatch. If you're a guard, you feel like you got a big guard in you and there's no way he can stay in front, right? Size him up, set him up, right? And then we go into it, okay? Then we go into the step back crossover move. But be patient with it. If you rush it, you're gonna mess it up. Defenders are gonna be able to react. If you take your time, set your defender up, set up the move, it's gonna be more successful, all right? So the first step is set up your step back move before you go into it. All right, so we just talked about being able to set up your crossover, or your step back crossover move. Now let's talk about the hesitation part after you actually go into your step back. All right, so after we set our defender up, now we wanna go into it. And now here it is. You could go plant off your left foot and use a step back, or you could plant off your right foot and use a step back. All right, so whichever one you choose to go to. So let me feel out my defender, okay? All right, that's how you playing me? Okay, here we go, we're going into it. Boom, now I'm gonna step back. Okay, so I'm going off my right foot. I'm gonna step back off my right foot. I'm here. Boom, I step back quick, right? So I've got the step back part. Now I gotta hesitate so I can then use my crossover move to get by the defender. So I'm here. Boom, I hesitate. So I kind of lift the ball. I don't wanna go and carry it. I just wanna step back, stay on top of it, and then I'm gonna cross over. So the hesitation is key when you're playing against a defender that's slower than you, trying to react against you. You use that part of the move to create the advantage that you're looking for. So again, step one, set up the step back. Then you're going into it. Push off, give them a little hesitation, and then we're going into the cross. So set it up, then hesitate, right? We don't want to just step back and then go. We want to step back, hesitate, and then go. Got it? That's step two. All right, step three, let's talk about the actual crossover move. All right, so let me go at an angle so you can see the entire thing. So when I set up the defender, right, I'm setting up the move. Now when I go into it, I hesitate, right? Now on the crossover, I gotta push that ball in front, because if you ever see anybody guard James Harden, and I'm laughing because it's funny, every time I see him try to guard him, the defender's always like, you know, dancing around, and they're trying to figure out what he's about to do to him. But what makes it work and allows him to get by him is that crossover part. So when I use a step back and I hesitate, I've got to push that ball from here to in front of me, right? So I can continue my forward momentum. Because if I just cross over here, I've taken a wasted step, unless the defender is in front of me and they jump back. Right, and they jump back, then I would take that crossover here to get my jump shot. But if I'm trying to get by the defender, right, I want to go into it, hesitate, and push by them so I can create the advantage that I want, so I can get that step ahead of them, right? Now, if a defender's going crazy and they just all of a sudden react and jump here, then you would cross over to the three-point line. Again, you got to read and react in the game of basketball to make the correct decision. All right, so now what I want to do is I just want to show you the whole move so you have it, so you can work on it. So what you see is a drill that you can use anywhere on the court. Again, like I said, you're probably most likely going to use this move in an isolation when you have the mismatch against the defender, when you feel like you can put him out on the island and go to work and do whatever you want. You can use this move, add it to your moves, and put it into a game situation. All right, so I'm about to show you what it looks like in full speed. Right now, use it as a drill and you're good to go. But first of all, don't forget the tips that I've given you for the entire move. Set up the step back, go into the step back, hesitate, push the ball over on the crossover move, and you'll be executing perfectly. All right, Hoopers, well, that's it. There's the move for you. There's the tips to think about it and the move to actually work on it. If you liked today's video, which I'm sure you did, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, hit the subscribe button, join Think Pro Basketball. Check out all the great content we have for you to help you improve your game. Now it's your turn to get out there, hit the gym, hit the court, put the work in. And remember to always keep hooping.